There's nothing like fresh egg tarts out of the oven. I'm sure that many of you have had egg tarts from the store that are cold and kind of have a crumminess. They're still amazing. But egg tarts from the oven, oh, they are
creamy.
They melt in your mouth. They are buttery. And the crispiness of the outside is just so awesome. The inside and the outside, the textures and flavors just complement so well. You can taste so much flavors on the tip of your tongue. So I think you get my point. Egg tarts from the oven are just absolutely
Delicious.
So let's get cooking. 1 cup flour. You always want to make it as perfect as possible. 1/2 cup unsalted butter. In memory of Kobe.
And the crowd goes wild. Beast Tim's fit. Beast Tim's fit.
I did not expect that to go in. That was pretty awesome. Now we're gonna separate 1 egg yolk from the egg white. This is so satisfying. And we just got in the egg yolk. 1/8 cup powdered sugar. 1/8 cup water. Now 1/2 teaspoon salt, which is optional. Just gives it a little bit of flavor. And now it's time we get dirty. Hey, not that kind of dirty. No, we're gonna get our hands dirty. You can't use a mixer, a spoon, or a fork. You have to use your hands for this job. And you'll see why in a little bit. And here's some great ASMR. Doing this is actually really satisfying. No, it would seem hard to mix in a whole clunk of butter, but it only took a couple of minutes. Make sure not to waste anything. Grab everything off of the sides. Once it's this texture, a little bit sticky, but not sticking to your hands, and you can form it into a ball, you're ready for the next step. Lay out some plastic wrap and put the ball in the middle. So you're gonna cover it like this. Press it down. You don't want to press down too far and make it into an ugly square. This should be one of those fidget squishy toys. These are so fun to play with. Alright, let's bring it to the fridge and let it chill for about 15 to 20 minutes. Since I don't have egg tart molds and I don't want to go to the store to buy one, we're going to be making our own out of foil. Not much to it. All you got to do is fold it again, and they don't have to be perfectly shaped. You really just want kind of a round shape. You want it so that it's able to stand without tipping over, just kind of placed out to the sides so it's not completely straight up the sides, but it's kind of moving outwards. Lightly flour our work surface. Yeah, and if you have seen this in my videos, Milano is not a type of flour. I am using regular all-purpose flour for this video, but Milano is a good brand for cookies. Lightly flour our sad rectangle, circle, square, what do you call that? This is weird shape. What's it called?
Dinosaur egg.
Dinosaur egg, alright. Roll the dough out. It's actually starting to look like a dinosaur egg with all of these cracks. And these are completely normal. It's okay if it has some cracks here and there. It does not have to be perfect. Alright, so this is what it should kind of look like. We're going to dust with a bit more flour. The texture of the dough right now should not be sticky at all. It should be about a 1/4 inch thick. Now you're going to use a cookie cutter or a lid. Now you're going to compare it with your tin foil molds. You're gonna see it should be about the same size, maybe a tad bigger. Map out kind of where you want to have these, where you kind of want to make these. So you're just gonna press it right down, just like that. Twist, and it should come out perfect. Look at that. If it's not big enough, it's okay to make it a bit thinner. You just don't want it too thin. And you're just going to place it right into the molds. Look at that. So beautiful. Oh my gosh, just look at those. I'm using this remaining dough to make more. Don't want to waste any of that butter, any of those ingredients we put into that dough. Never waste anything. We're going to make a bit more. So you should end off with about 8 to 12 of these, depending on the size you made them. And these, I have to say, smell absolutely amazing. I know all we put in it was some butter, some flour, some sugar. We didn't put many different kinds of ingredients in it, but the smell is just so pleasant. So if you're making this, I definitely recommend take a whiff of this. It's just
So pleasant.
So we have just finished the hardest part for making egg tarts. Now we're going to make the custard, which is super easy. So let's get to it. In a bowl, mix an 1/8 cup of water, 1/8 cup sugar. Now we're going to microwave for 30 seconds for the sugar to dissolve into the water. In a large bowl, mix 1 egg and 1/4 cup milk, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, and mix. Now mix in your sugary water. Oh yeah, look at my pro skills. Let's go!
Sorry.
Strain through fine mesh. You want all of that egginess to come out. You want it to be pure liquid. So it should leave you with something like that. Alright, now it's time to put some of this into these. Oh my gosh, these are just so amazing. Take a moment to admire these. Hey, you ruined it. Fill this up about 3/4 full. Look at all of these. They already kind of look like egg custards. Fit so perfect, the perfect amount. Oh my gosh, I just can't wait. So right now, preheat the oven to 425 Fahrenheit. Use your fork and you're gonna poke little holes on the bottom. Not on the sides, just on the bottom. You want to make sure that these holes are not too big because the main purpose for this is for the steam to come out while it's in the oven. Get these onto a metal tray. Make sure these do not spill. You got to be super careful with these. Gonna put these in the oven for 15 minutes. Look at that. Oh yeah, I'm so happy we're to this point. Check on it about every 5 minutes, and if it starts to bubble, open the oven door and let it cool. Let's see how it's doing 10 minutes later. See how some of the egg tarts are starting to get a little bit brown. And you see how it's kind of bubbling in some places. Just want to open the oven door like I have right now. I'm just going to let that cool for a couple seconds. Then once it's stopped bubbling, you can just close it back up and let it cook. It's looking awesome. So some of them did puff up a bit, but in seconds it should come down. There were actually some really funny ones. I don't know if you could see it, but they were literally like balls, but it'll settle. These things are just the egg yolks if you didn't mix good enough. Not a big deal. I know they don't look perfect, but who cares about what they look like? We care about what it tastes like, right? So let's let them cool for about 5 minutes, then we're gonna go try them. Oh my gosh, my mouth is literally watering right now. Watch out, Mom, I don't want to get any drool on you. But just look at that. Oh my gosh, now we're gonna get them out of the foil. I am so excited. They're so nice and warm. Make sure they don't cool down too much before you eat them. I can already feel it shaking. This one's gonna come out easy. No, literally, I did nothing. It just came out just like that. Look at this. It's so perfect. Look at the crispiness. Let me show you something. Look at this custard. It's so amazing. All right, let's do the same to the others. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. These are so perfect. Oh, it just comes out. Oh yeah. Let's try them. Let me just show you how this is just like jelly. See that? So awesome. Let's take a bite. I thoroughly apologize for all this talking and not eating, but I don't even want to take a bite. These are so perfect. These took a good amount of time, and oh my gosh, it's warm. I don't want to ruin these, but I'm gonna have to take a bite for y'all. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. This is so perfect. Way better than store-bought. Warm out of the oven. Just can't compare to the store-bought kind. Just fresh egg tart. So amazing. Made from scratch. Oh my gosh. Like I said in the beginning, my taste buds are blowing up right now with all these flavors. Perfect texture. Perfect flavor. I mean, oh. Sorry for all this owing, but it's just, oh.
Scrumdiddlyumptious.
See how this crust is just so thin and perfect? And how it's like in layers, and the custard is just so amazing. It's a perfect texture. First of all, it's warm, like I said. That's why it's so much better than store-bought. Second of all, it's not that super sweet flavor in the custard. It's sweet enough, but not too sweet. And the crust is just so awesome. The outside, it has layers. It's a perfect crunchy texture, but not too crunchy or burnt. It has a slight bit of sweetness. It's just so The custard is so nice and creamy. It just melts on your tongue like butter. It's just such an amazing flavor. And I gotta tell you, these are addicting. Don't eat too much. Like, one bite makes you want to eat a whole ton of them. They're just gorgeous. And that, everyone, brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video on how to make egg custards. Make sure to share with friends. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this longer video. I will be focusing more on shorter videos. My passion for cooking is just getting greater and greater as we make these amazing dishes. We're trying new things every single day. I am trying to post daily, and I really do appreciate the 150 subscribers. I love that. Awesome. I appreciate the 1,000 view videos. Just a goal I've been wanting to reach for so long. And yeah, that's about it. Like I said, like and subscribe, please. It helps me out a lot. And if you want to learn how to cook like a pro, actually, I'm just a kid. I'm not a pro. But if you want to learn how to cook pretty good, then subscribe. That is very important, to at least subscribe. You don't have to like, but subscribe. Yeah, that brings us to that. So, peace out. Oh my gosh, this one's better than the other ones. You're supposed to be quiet. I'm ending up the video. So awesome. Oh. Like and subscribe for more.